Good morning, students. So, students, today we will start with a new lesson in geography. The name of the lesson is Human Settlements. Now, look at the following picture. Find suitable locations for human settlements and show them in the picture. Now, here you can see that there are some pictures given to you. Why were the settlements shown at the specific places? Why should they be located there? Why can't they be located in other place? Now you can see over here there are four pictures given to you. 10.2a, B, C and D. Now here there are box given to you. So they are asking you that which settlements will come under what. So the first settlement, as we can see, it's a place where there is open place, there are houses, okay. So that will be a rural settlement. That is 10.2a will be a rural settlement. Then the second picture, 10.2b, we can see that there's a metro train. So that's a modern thing. Okay, so that will be a picture of a city. Then the next picture, 10.2c, that is a tribal settlement. Okay, and 10.2d is a town. Now they are asking you that observe the pictures given in figures 10.2a, b, c, d. Think and answer the following questions. The first one, they are asking you what all you can see in the pictures. Now in the pictures we can see, in some picture we can see there are people, right? There are birds, hills, rivers, farms, trees. Okay, these are all the things that we see. Then the second question, they are asking you what are the familiar features. Now in this four picture, can you see anything familiar, similar? No. They all four are the pictures of different areas or different place. Okay. Now which picture, the third question, which picture shows sparse settlement? Sparse settlement means where there is lot of place. Okay. So that is picture A and C. Okay. Now next question. Which picture shows agriculture? Now, where there is agricultural work, you can see people are doing. You can see that is in 10.2c. Okay. Where their agricultural work can be done or farm can be made. Okay. Next question. Which picture shows dense settlement, that is crowded? Where can you see over there that the place is crowded? You can see in picture B, there is a train, there is an aeroplane from top and there are cars going. So that is where it happens mostly in the city areas. Okay. Next question. Which picture shows high-rise buildings? So now in which picture can you see there are tall buildings? Again, that is 10.2b. Okay. From the following, assign a suitable names to each of the pictures: rural settlement, tribal hamlet, town and city. As I told you, we already named it before. Arrange the pictures according to the level of development in the settlements. Now, in these four pictures, where can you see that the place is developed more? And you have to arrange them in order. So, first will be B, right? B is developed. Then will come 10.2D, okay? Then will come 10.2A and the last will come 10.2C. Okay, now let's move to the explanation part. Human settlements flourished at places with favorable geographical conditions such as availability of water, a conducive climate, fertile land, etc. Now, where do people like to live a lot? When there are certain things available for them like water, a proper climate, there are fertile lands so that they grow crops. Okay, these all things are necessary. Then only in that place human settlements will be flourished. In the earlier settlements, the occupation of the people were dependent on the locally available natural resources. So we still depend on certain natural resources, okay? This gave rise to separate settlements or people engaged in a particular occupation. For example, people along the sea coast are engaged in fishing. Now, people who are staying close to the sea, what is their occupation? Fishing. Okay. Their settlements become fishing hamlets. Forest dwellers or tribal people use forest produce for their livelihood. They live in forest areas, in tribal hamlets. Agriculture is practiced in fertile areas. Whether the land is good, there they grow crops. Farmers' families build their houses in or near their fields. These settlements gradually grow bigger. The settlements where the original occupation of the majority of the people are based on natural resources are called rural settlements. So what happens? Wherever people are staying close to whatever, like for example, people staying close to the sea coast are engaged in fishing. When people are staying in the villages area, they are mostly engaged in agriculture, growing crops. Okay. Then agriculture, fishery, etc. are some of these occupations where people do these different kind of work. With the passage of time, other associated occupations also develop gradually in rural settlements. So slowly in rural settlements, other different kinds of work were also being done. As a result, people from surrounding areas migrate and settle there, leading to an increase in the rural population. Houses are built and different facilities are developed for the growing population. Now slowly, you can see in villages also there are certain facilities which are there in city. Importance of secondary and tertiary occupation increases. The proportion of people engaged in primary occupation declines. This process leads to the transformation of rural settlement into urban settlements. Due to religious, historical, commercial, educational and administrative reasons, and also due to tourism, the original settlement may transform into an urban one. We also know that because of different things, it is because of education, because of job, people are coming in the urban areas, that is in cities. Okay. If the population and the necessary amenities increase on a large scale, the urban areas grow into a metropolitan cities. When everything starts increasing, okay, the necessary things increases, then the urban city develops. When that urban city gets developed, it is called a metropolitan city. Okay, let's move further. Let's see, can you tell? Okay, observe figure 10.3 and discuss the following questions. So now look at this picture which is given to you. The first question: what is the difference between the human settlement at A and B? What is, you can see A, B and C. Okay. Now A, they're asking you what is the difference between the human settlement at A and B. Now when you look at A, you see the houses are close to the water. Okay, and they are not in a proper line. But when you look at B, you can see they are all close to the road and they are all in a line. So there is certain difference in the human settlements where people are living. Their houses also are different. The second question: what is the difference between the settlements at B and C? Now at B, you can see, as I told you just now, the houses are in a straight line, very close to the road. But now when you look at C, okay, when you look at C, C is only one house is there. Okay. The next question: where do you find less than two houses? That is in C. In what type of settlement do you live? They are asking you a question. In what type of settlement do you live? Now some of them might be living in A, some might be living in B, close to the road, houses are in a line. Some might be living in A. Okay, we mostly live where there are lots of houses. Okay. Let's move to the next. Okay. Observe figure 10.4 and answer the following questions. Name some of the settlements shown in the map. Now, what are the different types of settlements that we learned? Are the nucleated, scattered, and linear settlements. Which of the settlements in the map are in a scattered form? Now, which are in a scattered form? You see, that is A. Okay, the houses are here and there. Then the next question. How are the houses in the settlements along the roads arranged? Now, I see when you see the houses in B, they are arranged in a straight line. Next question. In which settlements are the houses close together? What could be the reason behind this density? Which houses are very close to each other? You can see A and B. Now, what is the reason why the houses are very close? Because population is increasing and there is no proper place for people to stay. So, they are all building houses very close to each other. Next. Can you now classify the settlements on the basis of these patterns? Okay, now these different types of patterns we will learn further. Okay, after considering various settlements, we realize that people settle down in different geographical condition and adopt themselves to the condition in that region. How do people get? They get settled down in different geographical region. Why? Because they have to adapt. They get adapted to that climate. Patterns of human settlements evolve in accordance with the natural condition. In this lesson, we are going to study the major patterns of human settlements and the reason behind them. So, we learn about what are the patterns that we are living of human settlement. Let's see geographical explanation. Using the resources from the surroundings, man constructed houses and started living in them. In the modern era of science and technology, people have made remarkable progress in the construction of shelter. Now we see people are living in different kinds of houses. Some are living in a bungalow, a building, okay, a flat. So that is what man started changing his way of living. They have built even skyscrapers. Skyscrapers means very tall buildings. Man is thinking of constructing colonies on other planets and their satellites too in future. Now we are living on a planet Earth. So man is thinking that there is no space, so that we will be living on other planet as well. Settlements have provided man with stability. Rural settlement is the first step towards a stable life in human history. Urban settlements have evolved through expansion and growth of rural settlements. A certain way of life is preserved in rural settlement. Increase in the population of rural settlement is the beginning of urbanization, where things are getting changed. The day-to-day food requirement of the urban population is fulfilled by rural settlement. We know that where do we get crops from? From the villages, because people in the villages are growing crops. That's why we are getting in the city. Modernization, science and technology leads to transformation in both the types of settlement. So now we learn the types of settlements and the characteristics of their distribution. Okay. So the first type of settlement we will learn is the scattered settlements. Now in scattered settlements, houses are few. You can see over here, right? Houses are few and far from each other. Generally, such settlements are found in the areas of high relief, dense forests, grasslands, hot deserts and extensive agricultural land. So, in these types of area, you will get scattered settlement. Now, what is their characteristic? Distance between scattered settlements can be clearly seen. These settlements have limited population as in small hamlets. Facilities and services in these settlements are not adequate. Why people don't want to stay here? Scattered settlement houses are very far and they don't have everything. They don't have the adequate needs. Okay. As these settlements are closer to nature, they are free from pollution. One thing is good that there is no pollution. Why? Because there are no much houses and they are living close to nature. They depend on the centrally located villages for their day-to-day requirements. So they depend on other villages. That is scattered settlement. Let's move to the next, that is nucleated settlement. Now this settlement is the settlement where the houses are very close to the road. These settlements are generally close to water sources like brooks, rivulets, rivers, lakes, reservoirs, etc. In the deserts of Rajasthan, we find nucleated settlements near assured sources of water, fertile plain, transport hubs and mining centers. So these settlements, where will you get to see? Close to rivers, lakes and all. Besides these reasons, defense, health, education and other social and religious factors can also give rise to nucleated settlement. As you can see, nucleated settlements very close to each other. Let's see the characteristics. In these settlements, houses are close together. Social services are available in these settlements. Why? Because there are lots of houses, so there are requirements. As these settlements develop in certain places, over certain periods of time, they attain particular shapes. Now, there we see houses also with different shapes. Roads are narrow in the old parts of these settlements. Why? Population is increasing, houses are increasing, the roads are becoming narrow. People from different caste, religion, race and ideologies live together in these settlements and hence they have a better social life. Now where you are living also, you might be seeing people of different religion live. Okay, it's not only one religion, people of different religion live together and have a better social life. Next, we'll move on to linear settlement. Linear settlement is the houses which are very close to the road. Linear settlements are seen along roads, railways, rivers, sea coast and in foothill regions, etc. These types of settlements are narrow in shape and they spread along a straight line. You can see they are in a straight line, all the houses. Let's see the characteristic. Houses in these settlements are along a single line. As the settlement grows in the course of time, multiple lines emerge. Means close to the road, more and more lines of houses increase. Roads are parallel to each other. Besides houses, some shops can be seen too. Why? There are people staying over there. Slowly, shops also come over there. These settlements grow along with the roads. For example, such settlements are found along the coastal tracks, major rivers and national or state highways in our country. So these settlements you will find over there. Okay, so here we end with this chapter. We will learn the next chapter in the next video. Thank you for listening, children. Goodbye. Take care.